So now we come to the end of the Fool's Journey with the World card, card number 21. And the key words that I chose for this card are experience, elevate, and culminate. So basically, those are all words that are kind of used to, say that we have gone throughout the whole journey and we have learned many things along the way, or in a particular situation, we have learned everything that we're going to learn from this situation and we're now ready to level up. So for the next journey, we essentially are, for the next journey in this sort of situation, we're not going to be starting from zero, we're going to be starting from experience. So for me, that's kind of how I read the World card, where the Fool is basically starting, with brand new, with no experience, with nothing underneath your belt. You haven't done anything yet. Whereas the World is, you've literally gone through all of these different phases and stages of this particular experience, and you've learned everything that you need to learn, which is, sort of how we see in the Judgment card. That is like the final, epiphany, the final epiphany of everything that we need to know. So now it's time to level up, which is the World card. So the reason that I chose this painting probably goes without saying is because it's fucking awesome, okay? I mean, look at this painting. It's awesome. I love this painting. And when I was, kind of going over this deck with a friend of mine, she actually brought up a quote to me, and she was telling me that her grandma, this card reminded her of her grandma, in that her grandma used to always say this quote, and it's by, I'm going to read it to you. It's a quote by Hunter S. Thompson, and the quote is this: "Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty, well-preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, 'Wow, what a ride.'" So I really, really felt the embodiment of that quote in this card, because clearly this World card has really experienced some shit, and she is not leaving a pretty corpse. She used all of her body, she used all of her mind, all of her spirit, and she really is able to take it to the next level. And I just love this painting, and I love it as the World card. I think it's really magnificent. I love how it kind of goes, actually, I'm going to pull out the Wheel card here too. It kind of goes a bit with the Wheel, in that, there's all of the other people surrounding the figure in the center. So it gives you an idea of a life lived, relationships along the way, lessons learned, different experiences. So I just really, 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 love this painting. I just want to blow this painting up and hang it in my house. I'm going to do another little before and after thing here, because this was another painting that I really had to do some editing on. And I think it's really interesting to show, kind of what I had to work with. So I'm going to switch cameras here. So this is the original painting. So you can see that the card is, pretty similar. However, you can see that the painting cuts off right underneath her feet. So if we go back to the card, you can see that I really had to edit. I really had to add like the whole bottom of the card in order to format it, because otherwise it would have been really skewed, and she would have been really kind of close up on the card, which would not have looked right. So I just wanted to share, I thought that this was a pretty cool like editing process, and it took me fucking forever, but it was totally worth it at the end. And I really love this World card. And astrologically, the World is Saturn, which I happen to love Saturn. Saturn is my favorite planet. So It's almost like she's holding Saturn in her hands here. I don't know. I don't really know what she's holding, but maybe she's holding Saturn in the palm, in her lap there, in the palm of her hands. And I just love how she's got that little crown. And, you know, I just really, really love this card for this deck. And yeah, so we've made it to the end of the Fool's Journey. And, you know, next we start on the minors. So I will see you then for the minor cards.